White supremacists are jumping ship on Donald Trump. Today on Twitter, I bumped into a monologue given by Nick Fuentes. If you don't know Nick Fuentes is human garbage. Nick Fuentes is racist. Nick Fuentes is anti-Semitic. He is homophobic. He is a Holocaust denier. He is what else? He's a misogynist. He might be a neo-Nazi. Nick Fuentes is one of the worst people you could imagine. The reason a lot of people know his name, though, is in addition to moving in right-wing conservative circles, right-wing Republican circles, in addition to being the leader of some of the most disgusting movements in the world, he became popular because he went to dinner in November of 2022 with a man named Donald Trump. You know who else was there? Ye, formerly known as Kanye West. They had a private dinner. And Kanye West is who he is. Y'all know all the stuff about Ye that we supposed to know. I ain't gonna get into that. But the fact is, Fuentes, and it was at a moment where Kanye was saying even more vile things, right? Kanye wasn't just being a normal jerk that he is at times. He was being anti-Semitic. He was being misogynist more than normal. He was being all the things. And he's sitting there at dinner with Nick Fuentes. And who shows up there but Donald Trump? Was at the White House? Donald Trump. So Nick Fuentes, and it's crazy, by the way. It's crazy to be that damn racist with the last name Fuentes. But this young piece of shit goes into the world with a following. He got kicked off YouTube for being racist. That's how, you got to be real racist to get kicked off YouTube. But anyway, Fuentes shows up to his podcast and he makes a commentary about Donald Trump, who he's been riding for, who he's been advocating, who he's been defending, whose agenda he's been advancing. But here's what he said today.
It's just because it's bullshit. They sold out. They sold out. Everything that MAGA represented at one point and everything that it was is no longer. It's just really sad. And the 2020 comment, it's like, wow, that's how pathetic it's gotten. He's admitting, he says, oh, I lost by a whisker. So what was the point? Like, what's the point of any of it? You lost in 2020? Seriously? I mean, what are we even doing anymore? Then you're a loser. Then you're a loser. You just lost. Then you lost to Joe Biden. You deserve to be charged. If he admits that he lost, then that actually vindicates the DOJ charge against him. Because the charge is that he knew he lost, but he lied to defraud the people. That's the DOJ's charge. So why did we do Stop the Steal? Why did anyone go to January 6th? Why is anyone sitting in jail? Why did anything bad happen to anybody? Why did everyone get censored? Why is everything bad that has happened to the people that are involved, why did that need to happen?
Okay. So this is where there's so many things to say about this. First of all, so Nick Fuentes' argument, if you didn't follow, is Donald Trump just said that he lost by a hair. Donald Trump admits he lost the election. If Donald Trump lost the election, then we have completely wasted our time the last 4 years defending Donald Trump. Why did we raid the Capitol? Why did we say that the election was stolen? Turns out Donald Trump knows it wasn't stolen. He just friggin' lost. So either Nick Fuentes is a complete idiot and really believed everything Donald Trump said, which is possible. There's a lot of idiots out there that believe that Donald Trump really lost the election, really was robbed in the election, that Donald Trump should have won, yada, 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 yada. But Nick Fuentes is too smart to be that dumb. He's racist, he's vile, but he ain't dumb. That's how he has his following of racist idiots behind him. Nick Fuentes knows Donald Trump was full of shit the whole time. Nick Fuentes was willing to go along for the ride because he wanted Trump to be president. He was willing to go along for the ride because he wanted to be one of those people that had a plausible reason for staging an insurrection at the Capitol. He wants to create racist movements. He wants a neo-Nazi group to form. He wants the most despicable and vile anti-Semitic, anti-Black, misogynist, homophobic people to lead the world. And so he's willing to say and do whatever it takes. And he knows that the world that he wants to see is easier to create with Trump than without him. But I'll tell you what's happening. Nick Fuentes knows that Trump's losing steam. He knows that Trump is starting to sound ridiculous and incoherent and ridiculous. He knows that Donald Trump is really in a position to lose this election to Kamala Harris. And so he's looking for the next thing. He's looking for the next right-wing movement. He's looking for the next useful idiot for white supremacists now that Donald Trump is fading. He's trying to move on to the next thing, but you can't move on to the next thing and abandon Trump without a good excuse. So now he's not only abandoning Trump, but he and other white supremacists are trying to craft a narrative to be able to destroy Donald Trump. They prop you up and then they destroy you. So he can't just say, oh, well, Donald Trump lost, so he's a loser. So what does he say? Donald Trump tricked us. We thought he really lost the election. Because if you don't take that narrative of I didn't know, then you have to explain why the Capitol was invaded. You have to explain all these things. So he's explaining it for us now. Oh, wow. Maybe the DOJ has a point. Maybe Trump should be in jail. Maybe Trump shouldn't be investigated. Maybe Trump is a liar. Maybe Trump is a loser. What Nick Fuentes is doing, as all pond scummers does, is set themselves up for the next thing. And he's setting himself up for the next thing so that he has plausible deniability, and so that the movement that stands with Nick Fuentes can also move on to the next thing. This isn't about Nick Fuentes. I wouldn't spend as much time on him. I'm telling you that this is an indicator that the right, the extreme white supremacist right, is looking for something new. They're looking for a new movement to latch onto. They're looking for a new figurehead. So keep your eyes open and pay attention to what's going on in the world, y'all, because it's a very good chance that very soon you're going to see a transition from Trump to something else. I don't know what that next thing is, but we're going to find out.